Hey, it's A Nikki Beyond the Scene, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another beat with me. So we just gonna get right into it. So y'all remember when Phita said that she doesn't find everyone beautiful? I will say this, she is not wrong. And she is not wrong because it is something that we probably all have thought about at any given point in our lives, because we don't find everyone beautiful. You know, we approach people based on how they look. We may not think it, we may not think deeply about the facial features of somebody, but if someone looks put together, they smell good, carry themselves confidently, we're more than likely to approach that person versus somebody who isn't all the way there. Yeah, a lot of people were coming for Phita. It was like, oh, like the call is coming from inside the house, because she was just like, I don't find everyone beautiful. And I'm keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing. I am paraphrasing. But basically, she don't find everyone beautiful, and how, some people are just ugly. And, as long as, if their personality is cool, then that's pretty much what saves them. Like, if they have a good personality, you might have a beautiful personality, but you might not just look good. But people have to understand that's according to her metrics. That's not according to the world's metrics. You get what I'm saying? Because people was like, oh, like everyone is beautiful in their own way, you shouldn't have to say that. And I'm like, first of all, you guys are internalizing what she's saying way too much. She didn't target anyone. She said, I just don't find everyone beautiful. And we don't know her metrics. We don't know if she doesn't find people with big noses not beautiful, or small noses, or whatever, or whether it's a feature thing. We don't know. And I felt like people kind of took what she said and try to make it seem like they were holier than thou, as if they never called somebody ugly, as if they never looked at somebody and be like, ooh. Let's not make it seem like she's the villain in this situation. And it just didn't make any sense. And then on top of that, y'all was proving her point, because a lot of them went on social media. I am so sorry. My dad worked in the bathroom. But a lot of you guys went on social media and was saying, oh, but you're fat, you're ugly, your hair is ugly. Like, they was coming for this girl. And I'm just like, y'all are kind of proving her point exactly. I don't think she's ugly at all. She's never been ugly to me. I didn't care how big she was or anything like that. If you look conventionally attractive, you're just conventionally attractive. That's it. Somebody could look at her and be like, well, I don't find her attractive. And I feel like because of the other external factors about her, her being dark skinned, her being a bigger girl, her obviously having black features, it's like all these things, people, there's a lot of anti-blackness on social media. So I feel like because of that, that's what made people be like, oh, it's coming from a person that looks like you, da da da. And then you also get the side of people who's like, oh, even if a pretty person would have said that, or a person that, not gonna say a pretty person, but if a person who was, say, like, because colorism was like coming up in this topic, like, oh, if she was light skinned, have more Eurocentric features, y'all wouldn't be saying that. Or the other side of the conversation, she did look like that, then y'all still would give her flat, but not necessarily. And I'm like, honestly speaking, if she didn't look the way she looked, y'all probably wouldn't be going this hard on her. That is the truth. But because of how she looks like, it just feeds more into the anti-blackness, and it just made y'all just gun for her. Y'all have to tone that down. Tone it down. She didn't call you ugly. Well, she said she doesn't find everyone attractive. Just like I could say here, I don't find everyone attractive. Now it comes to the next conversation, does it need to be said out loud? Maybe not. But then again, she gets paid to talk, and she gets paid, not to say someone's deliberately paying her to say wild stuff, but it's like, that's kind of like her personality on social media. She kind of says a lot of, I guess the way I can describe it is like, she has intrusive thoughts. She's like one of those people that just says their intrusive thoughts. She's just one of those people. That's pretty much like her content. And if you're not used to that, or known her content for that, like know of her content, then I'm sorry, you've been living under a rock. But that's just literally how her content is. And then people try to paint her as somebody who is just like, oh, she was always mean, and try to be like, oh, well, because she lost weight, and ever since she lost weight, she thinks she's better than somebody. I'm just like, how did we get there by her just saying she doesn't find everyone beautiful? Like, people again were internalizing what she was saying. Not once did she say, oh, I don't find everyone beautiful, and also I think I look better than a lot of people now that I lost a couple of 100 pounds. She did not say that. That's you guys that are saying that. And it's unfortunate that we live in an age where people are constantly looking for validation for people that they have never met. No shade to Phita, but I do not need her opinion on what I look like, to be honest. And I'm not looking to her. I know what I look like. I know what I look good in, because I'm confident in myself. Like, I don't need nobody else's opinion. Like, it just is what it is. I'm not looking to social media to validate that for me. I validate myself before I post anything. It's like what she said was something that's very universal. Granted, yes, why did she say it out loud? But it's like, who cares? And again, it's not like she attacked anybody. Like, people wanted her to apologize. And this is the thing I always hate. This is kind of a little sidetrack, but I hate what a lot of people would be like, oh, you gotta take accountability. Stop telling people that, because what are they taking accountability for? You have to understand what you're taking accountability for. In this instance, she didn't do anything to anyone. She just stated an opinion. You could be one of those people, like, I find everyone beautiful and everyone deserves to have love. When reality of the matter, not everyone's going to deserve to have love, and not everyone is beautiful. Because when you say everyone, that means everyone. That means the people that you like to bat an eye to when they do something that you don't like. It means the people that you decide not to give $1 to because you think these are the people that's the scum of the earth. It means the people that you believe deserves to be in jail because they did something heinous to somebody else. When you say everyone, that is everyone. So think about when you say, oh, everyone deserves this, everyone deserves that. What does that everyone look like to you? It's like, stop freaking psychoanalyzing people. She is what she is. She said what she said. Yes, she definitely talked about her little insecurities, you know, throughout her older videos or whatever. Anybody who decides to get their health on track, for most people, it is a positive outcome. You start to feel confident. You start to see yourself in a different light. So obviously, when you take care of yourself, you're going to feel better. So obviously, when she's losing weight, she's going to look more confident. She's going to feel more confident. She's going to talk more confident. But somehow you guys took it as arrogance. No, that's just her being confident, because obviously when you start to take care of yourself, you're going to mentally change yourself. But then there's some people who be like, oh no, but you're still that, you know, you're still that fat person. You know, I heard stories of people saying, like, you know, when they're like, you know, I guess morbidly obese and you lose a lot of weight, a lot of times there's a lot of complications that comes with that, because again, you know, that's practically you have an ED. So, you know, you take down one addiction and you pretty much pick up another. Like, that's a big issue with a lot of people who lose that much weight. And then also, like, them, I guess, like the mentality, like, even though yes, she lost weight, but again, you might still feel like, or might, I guess, body dysphoria, I think it's body dysmorphia. I said dysphoria. But body dysmorphia, that's also a thing. Like, you can probably lose weight but still see yourself in the mirror as this bigger person. Mentally, when it comes to food, your relationship might not be the best. Like, you might still feel like you need a, you know what I'm saying? I just feel there's a lot of complications with that. So people try to put that on Phita. It's like, oh, she's probably dealing with this. She's probably, you know, she will always be that. And it's like, you don't know what she will always be. You don't know her. She doesn't know you. You don't know her. Don't put that on her. Please do not internalize what these content creators be saying, or influencers, whatever. Do not internalize. A lot of people be internalizing what they say. I'm like, sometimes, and I feel like that's why we always say, like, people are so sensitive. I'm like, yes, because they're always internalizing something. In my previous video, I talked about the whole Charlie Diminished, you know, doing the little Walmart thing. And people was like, oh, you're making fun of poor people, da-da-da. But I'm just like, yo, she just trying to promote her little popcorn brand. I just think the marketing was trash, but people internalized that and felt like, oh, you're just making fun of the 9-to-5 workers, us poor people, we gotta work hard. I'm just like, chill. And keep in mind, she didn't say nothing in the video that even alluded to her making fun of the workers. If anything, she made the place look like fun. And I kind of wanted to wear this little pink little tank top because, y'all know, well, for those of you who've been on my channel for like a hot minute, y'all remember that Pretty Privilege video I did back in the day, and I had like a little Barbie shirt, a little pink little tank top. So usually if I talk about Pretty Privilege, I kind of want to keep this theme of like pink and, you know, just cutesy. I just feel like it just kind of goes with the theme of just Pretty Privilege in general. I don't know, it's just a vibe. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any thoughts, any questions, any concerns, or you just want to just share whatever, please leave your comment down below and I will respond to it. And I like keeping that engagement because I like talking with you guys. I like to know what you guys think.